What's going on, guys? My name is Rumble Skrash, and in today's video we're gonna be talking about one new team that I think that is possible, and not a lot of people know about it. So I did a tier list video, so I will link it here on top if you haven't checked that out. And if you check it out, you're gonna be seeing that I actually ranked very high a lot of these units, like a lot of free spirit units. Some people are asking me why I ranked so high Ace and Kung Fu Luffy. Kung Fu Luffy is basically because it's a little bit worse version of Luffy Sanji, but Luffy Sanji is like definitely a tier 0 unit, so Kung Fu Luffy is obviously going to be very good too. And in the case of Stronghold Ace, the thing is that Stronghold Ace passive is giving speed up level 6 to not only shooters, which is the use that is normally seen for him, but also free spirits, and there's a lot of good free spirit units. So in this case I have done this particular team. There's other options, like for example you could use, instead of Kung Fu Luffy, you could use this Nekomamushi, which is basically the passive is doing the same, like speed up level 5 and attack up level 5 but into free spirit, but if you build a free spirit team it's okay. And then the special actually does quite a bit of damage on a very low cooldown. I haven't invested in him, so that's why I'm not using him, but I definitely think that's a great option, because then he only costs 20, so you can put another unit on the bench, and then apart from giving damage he will give attack up to the team. So a lot of different options, because there's a lot of good free spirit units. For example, there's also this Ivankov, let's see here, this guy, very good unit. Yes, he will not be giving the defense to Roger, but the thing is that Roger already has much higher defense than, for example, Stronghold Ace or Odin, so it's a little bit like compensating. And yeah, he's useful. Other units, for example, against the in team, you would have the possibility of using V3 Law, so because he's also free spirit, as you can see. So yeah, a lot of things going for the free spirit team. That's why I'm calling like the free spirit team, and not like a specific funny team against the slashers. So I think this team has a lot of possibilities. It can be more tanky or less tanky. You can even use units like Frankie, which is free spirit, to get more HP. But I mean, I like against the slashers mostly to be dealing a lot of damage. And the good thing about this team is, like, you have a lot of options of damage. So even if Stronghold Ace dies, or Odin dies, or Luffy dies, you have other options of damage, and not to mention PvP Whitebeard. So really a lot going for them. A lot of speed. If you think about it, it's just like speed up level 16, which is massive. And then actually you get the HP obviously from Rayleigh, the early defense from Roger, but also the defense that will eventually you will be eventually getting from Rayleigh, and obviously a lot of damage in terms of attack up. uh, Roger and Luffy together are giving attack up level 10. Then Ace is giving himself attack up extra level 10. So Ace is gonna be having attack up level 20. Kung Fu Luffy is gonna be having attack up level 10. And in the case of Roger and Odin, they're gonna be having attack up level 15, because they're slashers and Odin buffs them. So a lot of attack up, a lot of speed, relatively good amount of defense, some HP. And in terms of special city up, Roger and Odin are the only ones that have some. But I forgot also to mention, you have other variations, like you can use Otama, which is giving the free spirit special city up level 6, which is obviously very nice. I do not really like using the combination of Rayleigh and Otama, because Otama heals Rayleigh over the 60%, and that could be a big problem. But you can definitely try some variation like that. So I'm gonna show you guys some teams again, some matches against the slashers, but I want to mention that right now it's not the best time to go up against the slashers, because in block B they have like a ridiculous defense up level 3 for slashers, which doesn't make much sense to me. I mean, defense buffs in the rules, it's quite broken. So, and mostly for the obviously like the meta class. Like I don't understand why they do that. The same within the championship, they're gonna buff int like a lot because they release some int units. Like I don't understand this how they decide to do these rules, but well, yes, it's true that we have two slashers, but I mean, it will not make that much of a difference because the whole enemy team has defense up extra level 3. But before actually these rules, so in block A, I was trying this team, and actually it works against the slashers like 2 out of 3 times. So a 66.66% success rate. It's very, very good because obviously we are talking about two top tier teams, and obviously not any of them is gonna just straight out always destroy the other. So it's gonna be pretty close, mostly because they are like two teams like low defense and a lot of damage, and so the first one that activates especially is the one to actually get the W. But yeah, we're gonna be seeing how it goes. I have tried today some matches. It's not as easy as in block A or other situations because of this defense up level 3, but well, we're gonna be seeing how it goes. So as I mentioned, I want to show you guys here in the rules that there's this defense up level 3 to slashers, and also Dofi has HP up level 3, which is kind of annoying. And as you can see in NX Championship Exhibition, the int type is gonna have like attack up, HP up buff, speed up buff, like well, everything except for defense, thank god. But yeah, so well, let's see if we can find some slasher teams, and we're gonna be seeing how it goes. So I would definitely prefer, for example, to use instead of Kung Fu Luffy, I think that Nekomamushi, because it's giving us the chance of getting some more units in the bench, which I think it's the meta, like to have more than 6 units. So, but well, with this team in particular, I do not really want to invest now in the Nekomamushi, but I mean, you can definitely do it. It's a very good unit for a free spirit team. That's why I ranked him where I ranked in the tier list. Let's see if I can find slasher. Sometimes it's difficult to find one. Well, let's wait. Okay, I found one that doesn't have any unit on the bench, but it's not max, so nothing. And the other one had an Otama. Yeah, kind of unfortunate the fact that I'm not finding any slashers now. Well, if I don't see one now, I will be right back. Yes, I will be right back with a slasher team. Okay, so I managed to find a slasher team, and it's a fully max slasher team. I mean, I only checked Odin, but I think the other units are too. I'm assuming that yes. So, well, as you can see, this team has Calgar and Nolan on the bench. Which can be annoying, but it would definitely be more of a threat to have an PvP Whitebeard. And it also has these cost 1 units, which can be annoying, but let's see how it goes. As you can see, they are gonna have a defense up level 9, which is a lot for the slashers. Normally they would have now defense up level 6, and after 30 seconds only defense up, well, 0 defense up buff, but now they will have, even at that point, defense up level 3. And then if they actually activate the special of Dofi very early, it's pretty unfortunate for us because it will mean that our specials will be doing not a lot of damage. So as you can see, we got now Rayleigh under 60%, Shanks Crew debuffed our units, and yes, it doesn't really matter that Rayleigh died because now we are gonna get some, well, actually, if we are lucky enough, like the Kung Fu Luffy is even going to activate, but I don't really want to say. Yeah, no, it always happens the same, like Kung Fu Luffy doesn't activate at the last moment, but as you can see, like we did a lot of damage now because we combined the special of Roger and Stronghold Ace. But the thing is that normally with one of the specials it will happen because Roger has special CT up and CT level CT 30 seconds, while Kung Fu Luffy and Stronghold Ace do not have special CT up, which also helps them activate after the first 30 seconds, so that the slashers are not gonna have the defense up level 6. and also probably Roger will have activated first. So yeah, in this particular team, it's not about Odin activating after Roger. It's about any of the 3 units activating after Roger, which is a much more likely scenario, given obviously that our units do not die before activating, which can be a possibility. It's in those scenarios where you start losing, but you have like a save, which is PvP Whitebeard, which at least will guarantee that you are kind of saving one of the specials. So yeah, as you can see, we managed to find another one here. And you guys, well, this one is not max. As you guys saw in the previous match, it wouldn't really have mattered if there were PvP Whitebeard on the bench. Oh, this is another one, yeah. Because only 1 unit against 5 would not have done much. And our units were not really that low on HP. Well, apart from Stronghold Ace that had cut his own HP, but yeah. So yes, I will be going up against this one. This one also has Kalgar and Nolan. It's a shame that it doesn't have a PvP Whitebeard, but a lot of the times when you're killing all the units at the same time, it doesn't matter which unit is on the bench if it's left alone. The problem with PvP Whitebeard is when like one of the slashers sneakily dies, and then PvP Whitebeard gets to come in and either start charging the special or just activating the special, and if he kills a lot of your units, you're not really going to be able to win if there are like 4 slashers alive or something like that. So let's see how things are looking. Yeah, it's not looking great because of the fact that Dofi activated, so that will mean that they have a lot of defense, which is very, very unfortunate, but maybe our specials will activate later if we get to survive, and that will mean that we can just ignore the defense from the special of Dofi. Now 30 seconds have passed, so that's quite lucky, but they still have the defense from Dofi, which is a little bit unfortunate, but well, let's see. So yes, as you can see, if the defense up level 3 for slashers hadn't been active, Odin would have already died before Stronghold Days, but we had Stronghold Days, so this was quite lucky. Let's see if we are unlucky here. And okay, no, Odin doesn't get targeted, so I do not really want to say, yeah, but I think this is looking good. Yeah, so I think this should be GG. And as you can see, pretty strong team, like a lot of damage, and in both of these teams actually not well, my important units haven't died, which is a little bit lucky for me right now, but even if, for example, Stronghold Ace dies before activating the special or something like this, well, first PvP Whitebeard will come in max, but even if 2 of these units die, so you're losing 1 special, you should still be okay if it's not the scenario where like your units are just activating when they have a lot of defense, if the 3 damaging units are dying at the same time. But well, so we won 2 matches, as I said. Like normally in a normal scenario it would be 2 out of 3, and now it would be, I guess, a little bit less. So I mean, it's not how statistics work, but probably it would be normal in the average if well, it's not fully max, but it would be average if I didn't get to the win now. But finally we are going up against a team with PvP Whitebeard, but let's see if we get to actually kill all of the slashers at the same time, if it's the scenario, and then it won't matter if PvP Whitebeard is on the bench or not. So well, let's see. One thing that I've noticed is that Kung Fu Luffy actually attacks a lot of the times just before charging the special, because he has 31 seconds of CT and not 30 like Stronghold Ace. So in the future, I think I'm seeing a bit of a problem with that for Luffy Sanji, because their CT is 32. So we'll see how that goes. That's actually really nice, the fact that the fixed damage from B3 low has put Rayleigh under 60%. Kung Fu Luffy is not looking great right now, but we're gonna get Odin after Roger, because Kung Fu Luffy will not actually activate now, as I was saying. And we might actually be able to kill Odin. No, as you can see, Odin would have died if there hadn't been the defense up level 3 for slashers, and now the Kung Fu Luffy would not have died. The same probably for Stronghold Days and Rayleigh. So yeah, this is not looking great right now. And as you can see, it was like a very deciding and huge factor, the fact that there was this defense up level 3, also because now the positioning of their units is just like messed up. And yeah, my PP Whitebeard misses the slashers, so this is probably, yeah, done right now, and that GG. And it's unfortunate because it could all have been different if the defense up buff wasn't active, but I mean, I think I'm happy with that, because also the fact that I'm losing the match, it's showing you guys that it's obviously not a guaranteed win, because they are like two very top tier teams, and obviously it's not going to be like beating the slashers every time, but it's just like a showcase of what this team actually can do. And I really like how it goes. But I also like the result of this last match, because it was very, very clear the fact that that defense up level 3 saved the Odin and allowed him to activate the special. So without the rules in block B, probably I would have also gotten a win there, because Odin would have died. He would not have activated the special. My Stronghold Days and Kung Fu Luffy would have survived more. They would not have died with the special of Kizaru, because they would not have been so low in HP. And well, I mean, this is just pure speculation, but I'm pretty sure that at least if I hadn't not gotten the W, it would have been really, really close. So yeah, I think this team has really, really a lot of potential, because there's like a really great number of free spirit and amazing free spirit units. And as you can see, like from these matches, I think Kung Fu Luffy only activated once, so definitely I think it would be even a better option to use that Nekomamushi instead of Kung Fu Luffy here, because at least you're guaranteeing that he will activate, because as 25 CT it's pretty low, so you're getting the same effects from the passive. And also if he activates earlier, so with the 25 CT, he will actually give your team attack up level 5, which will affect the damage that Odin and Stronghold Days are putting in. So yeah, I think there's a lot of different options that you can do. And also obviously if you are using this Nekomamushi, you can put like a Kalgaran Nolan, a Kaku in the bench, things like that, which will be a little bit more safe in this kind of end games. So yes, I really feel like this team is one of the strongest teams, like toe to toe maybe with the slashers or the rainbow teams or stuff like that. So I really think that they should get some recognition, because I haven't been seeing a lot of people talking about free spirit teams, and I haven't seen a lot of free spirit teams either. Well, I haven't seen no free spirit teams. So yeah, I think it's very, very it has a lot of possibilities, so that's why I'm calling it the free spirit team again. And if you want to put the Utama, maybe it would be better even to use Frankie instead of Rayleigh, because it would mean that it's okay if Otama is healing, but you can definitely still use Rayleigh and Otama and just hope for the best, so that Otama doesn't heal Rayleigh over the 60%. But I don't really like to take those risks. But yeah, if you're giving the free spirit special city up, it would be really ideal in theory. But in this block B, it's not really ideal, because then maybe Stronghold Days and Kung Fu Luffy would be activating before 30 seconds pass, and the slashers at that point have a lot of defense because of Roger, Dofi, and the rules of block B. So defense up level 9, it's gonna tank a lot of the damage that you can give them. So yeah, I mean, in this particular scenario, it's even better not to have special city up on the Stronghold Days, as long as you can survive. So I have also tried the variation with Ivankov here instead of Kung Fu Luffy for this block, so like evening the defense buff levels. It works the same, like 2 out of 3 times. But it's much more slower, and you get to much more close end games. So I'm not really that secure in saying like 2 out of 3, because there's a lot of RNG involved when you get against the slashers to a very very close end game, and it could go either side. So yes, the times that I have tested, it shows like 2 out of 3 times, maybe 50-50, but it's a lot of RNG when you're getting to those points. But definitely it can work with Ivankov, and I think it definitely can work with Ivankov when there's not the defense up for the slashers. The only thing that you would have to do is like put Roger maybe in the safest spot, because Odin will be getting the defense and Roger won't. But well, you can still leave it like this, and I think it's okay, because normally Roger is not normally the first one to die. Normally the first one to die is just like Rayleigh, because he gets targeted a lot, and then Stronghold Ace and Kung Fu Luffy, and probably Odin if there were in the defense up level 3 now for the slasher. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys like that Free Spirit team. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of these possibilities of teams, because I think with the hype for the slashers, Free Spirits have been like really well. They haven't been considered at all, and Roger and Odin are both Free Spirits. So I think like this fact only also is actually giving a lot for the Free Spirit. And when Sanji and Luffy Sanji come out, I think it's still going to be even better. But there's that niche situation that I commented in one of the matches, that I'm seeing that Kung Fu Luffy is always attacking before charging with 31 second CT, and Luffy Sanji have 32 second CT. So that might be a problem with a team like this, but they are still an amazing unit. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you think, and if you're gonna be testing this team. That's why I recommend investing in Stronghold Ace mainly, and Luffy Sanji when they come out. So as always, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.